Okay. So as you see, these sessions are going by very quickly. So we wanted something that would be kind of easy for you all to be able to use during Computer Science Education Week, which of course is the first full week in December. I believe what December the 7th through the 13th. So we just giving you a little taste, of computer science, some things that you can do. Um, if not just you, if you're a computer science teacher, that's awesome. But other disciplines teachers can also incorporate computer science. 'Cause I think computer science needs to be a core class. And this is coming from a mathematics educator, former mathematics educator as well, but also at least cross curricular too. I mean, computer science is all around us. But let me stop because I could start rambling for forever. But what we're going to do today is we're going to introduce Karel the Dog, and this is something that if have new, fresh meat in your classroom, you have new students to computer science, you can start off with this. If you have younger students in computer science, if you're in middle school or what have you, teach middle school students, you can, do this activity as well. So the first thing is, and I am going to post a guide for you to create your own classroom. If you would like to do that now, you could. If you're already a member of Code HS, you could just sign in and what have you. You can join using the code 36619. That's the code I'm going to be using for this workshop. I'm sorry, I have like 5 screens up looking at different things, trying to make sure I get everything straight. And then maybe like some of you all had 50,000 tabs open also. Okay, so the last link I sent, it was just a PowerPoint guide on how to set up your own classroom. For this session, if you could click on the link where it says codehs.com/go/36619, and then you can start populating the workshops classroom, the classroom I set up for the workshop. I see some people are already starting to join. Appreciate that. And this is something we're going to do in a half an hour, but you can do in an hour with your students. Okay. Try to give more people time to enroll in the class. Okay. If you're just joining us, please go ahead and join my class. I'm gonna go ahead and post the link again. Then we can get this ball rolling. So we're all going to Code HS. In a minute, I'm going to share my screen, and we'll see how that works out. Okay. And I want to allow some time for questions and answers near the end. This session will go all the way until 6:40. Okay. So around 6:30, I want to be done with the activity and save the last 10 minutes for interactions. How about that? Okay. So if you're just joining us, go ahead and click on that last link in the chat so you can join my classroom. It'll take you through, if you've never signed up for Code HS, it'll ask you to create a profile. You had to have a school email address and everything. You get to choose your school, what have you, and then you can join. Okay. If you're, let me refresh again, see if we have any updates. All right, looking good, looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start, and as people enter the chat, hopefully I can see them and we can try to get them to join as well. All right, let's get this party started. I'm going to share my screen and let's see where I have it. All right. Okay. Sorry, I was in another session. I had stuff open in the other session. Okay. So when you create your own classroom as a teacher, you'll come to, a dashboard with your courses. You click on the courses or sections you have, and then you'll actually start to see your students in your classroom. Okay. You can actually take the course yourself as a teacher. So you can, try to do it before the students do it. Okay. And then you can also click on the student to see their progress and what they're doing, what they've done so far. All right. The first thing I want you to do is go ahead and click on the Hour of Code course. As you notice, they have different activities that the students can do. We're not going to do all of them, but they have videos. They have where you can just try out their samples. You have activities that the students need to complete themselves. You have challenges, and you have quizzes as well. We don't have a quiz in this one, but in other courses, full courses, you have quizzes that they'll be able to take, and you can check on their progress there. And then badges, they can collect badges. And if they complete a complete course, that's a little redundant, they can actually receive a certificate of completion for that course. Some of the courses include advanced placement courses, program animation type courses, Python courses, JavaScript courses, so forth and so on. Okay, but what we're going to focus on today we're going to focus on the ones that look like notes. So that's like their samples, and then we're going to focus on the pencil ones as well. So if you could click on the first, it says Our First Carol Program. So if you click on that, that'd be wonderful. And I'm trying just so I can kind of keep up with everything. Okay. All right. I guess let me ask, what do you see in the screen? Do you see like two monitors on my screen, or do you just see one? I don't know. I don't know what you're looking at right now. Maybe I need to do just the. All right. I'm going to do just this tab. So I'm gonna share again.
Oh. I was going to let you know that we were seeing that, like infinite loop of screens.
I got you.
Okay.
That's what I said. Let me just go ahead and do this one tab. All right. Sorry, I had like everything set up, and then I started going into other people's sessions and opening up links and tabs and everything. Okay, so here, when we're talking about Karel the Dog and the introduction to programming for new students or young students, we start off kind of with block coding. If you were in Mr. Llewellyn's session, he talked about that a little bit with Ear Sketch, that they do have a block coding mode. But in Code HS, you do have a block coding mode. And if you look up here, it says switch to code mode. So you can actually, if the students are a little bit more advanced, they can just go ahead and type their code in there, especially their functions or methods, because Code HS does do offer Java courses as well. So here, with Karel, only 4 things that Karel knows how to do. Okay? Karel can move. Karel can turn left. Karel can put down a tennis ball. And Karel can take a tennis ball. So that's all he can do right now. So just like, computers, some people call them, not smart devices. They call them dumb devices, because really computers only do what we tell them to do. But we have to make sure that we're given the correct instructions to get the computer devices to do what we want them or need them to do. So with Karel, as we need to, we can train Karel to do more advanced items. But for right now, Karel knows how to move, turn left, put ball, take a ball. So let's see how that works. What since this already has code, this is their code. This is a sample for us to just kind of follow along and analyze if we need to see what's going on. We can go over to our right panel where we see a grid world for Karel, and we can click run, and then we can see what is this code doing. And if you notice, as Karel is moving through the code, the block, the current block that's being executed is highlighted in yellow. So you can go backwards, go forward, pause, you can reset, you can speed it up. Karel is Crypto the Dog, Crypto Karel, you can speed it up, what have you. Okay. So the objective for the next like 1 to 2 minutes is knowing that Karel knows how to move, turn left, put ball, and take a ball. Go ahead and click on continue, and that'll take us to our next exercise. Okay, so, there's no code there. So what does that mean? That means the student has to put some code there. So what is the objective of this activity? Okay, what you can do is you can click on the assignment tab and see what it is you need Karel to do. Okay, so I'm gonna click and then the assignment tab is to the upper right, near the upper right, or you can click on the chevron in the bottom left corner and click on, I think, okay, no, so not that one. All right, so just click on the assignment tab. Sorry, I thought it was in the course, they have some assignments over there as well. It says program to have Karel move to the tennis ball and pick it up. Write a program to have Karel move to the tennis ball and pick it up. So if this is the end result we want, the beginning result is Karel is actually on Street 1, Avenue 1, and we wanted to go across Street 1 to the ball and then pick it up. Okay, so remembering that Karel only knows how to do 4 things right now, which is move, turn left, put ball, and take ball. So what I want you to do is see if you can find your, go ahead and put the correct combination and order of these blocks to get Karel to move and get the ball. And then if you think you had it, or if you do have it, what goes away? Put your sequence in a chat, and then I'm gonna put it on my screen and run it. Okay, Mr. Llewellyn, what are you looking at now? All right, if you all can see my Code HS screen, click type yes. And I'm looking to the side because I have the hop in on the side. Okay, thank you. Awesome. All right. So once you find your correct combination of blocks, can someone go ahead and put it in the chat for me? And then we're going to run it. And then here, because, teachers, it's okay. Let's say if a student shares their code and it doesn't work, it's okay, because in programming, we're not going to get, especially in complex programming, we're not going to get everything correct the first time. It's okay. And actually it's part of that cycle of software development cycle. We think about something, we find out what the problem is, or what have you. We think about it, we go ahead, start planning for it, putting down some ideas, we test those ideas out. Sometimes those ideas work, sometimes those ideas don't work. Okay, somebody said go ahead and move. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move the move block. You see what I did there? All right. Okay, what's next? And my computer might be going a little slow because I don't see one response right now. So I got to move. So if I was just to do that, I could test that out. Say, oh, okay. Okay, Carol moves. All right, so I did get it to move. So I'm going to reset. All right, but it didn't move far enough. Okay, so we got 3 moves and then take ball. Okay, so let's try that. So 1, 2, 3. Take that ball. Let's see. All right, so we run it. Okay, so it moved 3 times. Or I see. That was in addition to. I got you. I am so slow. Let's reset. All right, and that's another thing. Like when you talk about algorithms, with your students, making sure that you're very meticulous, and not just that you're very meticulous, but that you share in a way where they understand exactly what you mean. Because I know I say some stuff sometimes, and to me, it's very clear, but other people would be like, "What in the ham sandwich?" Okay, and then now you get immediate feedback in this Code HS world. Okay, so once you have that, go ahead and go to the next one. If you have any questions or any issues, go ahead and type it in the chat, and we'll see if we can address them. Okay, so we have another activity. Time check, and we click on assignment. So now the assignment is to Carol. Okay, write a program to have Carol create a short stack of tennis balls. Carol should move one spot, put down 2 tennis balls, and then move again. Well, they kind of guided you along there. I wish I could have just whited that part out. But at any rate, like I said, the students are just starting or what have you. That's fine. Just kind of guide them along. Okay. So really, it told us what to do. It said move one spot. So I'm gonna do that. Reading is fundamental. Put down 2 tennis balls. So I know to put down a ball, I put ball. Okay. So do I type in the put ball like the number 2 so I can add 2 put balls? Or what do I need to do out there in chat land? Tell me what I need to do. We got and we have a 6-year-old that's actually participating in the activity. This is wonderful. Okay, maybe he can answer. To put 2 tennis balls, what do I need to do, young man? Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and bring him up to the stage, to the screen.
All right, so they're listening to you. You ready? Look, they can hear you.
So you move once, then you put 2 balls at the second dot, and then you move 1 more.
Okay, so I put 2 balls, but what do I have to put the balls? What do I use to put the balls?
So what do you grab from over there? That's what he's asking.
So first you grab move, then you grab put ball.
Okay.
Then you grab put ball, but then you grab it twice.
You grab it twice. Okay.
And then you put move.
Then you put move. All right. And let's see. Let's test it out. Click and run. Hey, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, good job.
Yeah,
thank you. All right. Okay. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for being brave. Okay. I like that. All right. So what we're going to do, because we're going to need some time for you all to be real creative and to step it up a little bit, go ahead to the next note looking icon at the bottom of your screen, which says tennis ball square. Okay. So tennis ball square. And then this one says, okay, this program has Carol place a square of tennis balls and return to his starting point. Okay. So we can run it to see what it does. which I guess is, it already said what it's supposed to do. So that's using documentation. Documentation is very important. Some students don't like that, but definitely if you're a computer science educator, make documentation part of your rubric. Documentation is very, very important. For one, especially if you have long programs, it reminds you yourself, what did I do here? How did I do this? Okay. All right. So this program puts down tennis balls all in a circle or square, what have you, and then returns to Street 1, Avenue 1. Then we can, run through it to see exactly what each one is doing. So we put ball, move, turn left, put ball, move, turn left, put ball, move, turn left, put ball, move, turn left. So some of you experienced computer science educators out there might be like, they did the same thing basically like 4 times. So it's, it's another way we can write this. But right now, we're keeping it simple and introductory for the students. Okay. All right, let's click on continue. All right, let's see what the next thing is. So the next thing Carol still only knows how to move, turn left, put ball, and take ball. And we want to make a tower. So write a program to have Carol build a tower of tennis balls. Carol should end up on the top of the tower. So they didn't guide you how to do this one. So go ahead and take the next minute to replicate or duplicate this image. So Carol starts off at Street 1, Avenue 1, and then Carol should end up on a stack of 3 tennis balls. Okay, so we're going to give that pause to give you time to work it out. So I need some, oh my gosh, yeah, Alex Trebek. I was going to say some Jeopardy music that just, man. Say another loss for us. Okay, once you have something you think works, go ahead and share in the chat for me, please, and we're going to run it. Say we're going to run it. We're going to try it out. Okay, so you can share in the chat, or you can do what the young man did before and request to share your audio and video, and we can pull you up and you can verbalize what I need. You give me instructions so you can be the navigator and I'll be the driver. You can use pair programming in your CS classroom if you don't already. That's one way to do it. All right. Anyone would like to share? And do a time check. Okay. Okay. Anybody get it? All right. So I see something coming through. So we have move, put ball, turn left, to the left, and move, football, move, football, move, turn left, turn left, turn left. Okay, so let's see. So move football, move football, move football. Turn left, turn left, turn left. Uh-oh. Yeah. Hey, well, you know they say 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 lefts do. All right, go ahead and click on continue so you can get to the next one. Unless someone has a question. If anyone has a question on this one, they can put it in the chat and we can address it. If not, go ahead and click on continue. So this is the last kind of simple one before you get to actually just go out on your own and do your own thing. Just be creative. Okay. So in this activity, it says pyramid. Uh-oh. So now we're going to be like the Egyptians, and we're going to create a pyramid. All right. So write a program to have Karel build a pyramid. There should be 3 balls on the first row, 2 on the second, and 1 on the third. So I'm going to give you time to work that out. And time 6:23. Okay. Give you about 2 minutes. So while you're working this out, Code HS is one of those curriculum platforms. There's a lot that are out there. Code HS is one that has a free version. This is the free version we're using. They also have a pro version, which aids a lot in classroom management as well. Where you're able to basically see like your whole class all at the same time and look at trends all at once. So for the someone in the free version, you have to click on the students kind of one by one to see their progress, what have you. But you can sign up for classes yourself as well, so you can learn different concepts and everything. So they also offer professional development as well for teachers. So that's good. It's all good. All right, about one more minute. So what you've noticed is we've kind of progressed from some, simple tasks, doing a little bit more, the next task, so forth and so on. At first, we're just playing around with, okay, well, you can move, you can turn left, you can put ball, you can take ball. We then started creating, different images and different shapes. And keep that in mind, because the next activity, you are going to have to create your own shape, your own image, basically, your own image, I'll say. So get ready for that. All right. Was anyone able to go ahead and run their code successfully for this activity, for the pyramid activity? Or are you still working? Let me know if you need more time. Okay. All right. So let's see if Oh, and like I said, one thing I like about this as well is it does give you immediate feedback if you get it correct. But even if you get something wrong, it gives you immediate feedback and kind of guides you to what you need to do. So let's say if I did this and I went to run it, okay, it's kind of telling you, oh, you missing something. There should be a ball here. Blah blah blah. Maybe the check code. Okay. Oh, nice job. You have your comments looking good. Your commands looking good. And, it's indented properly, even though we're not using indentation right now. But functionally, it's not working. Okay. But let's go ahead and do it the right way. All right. So let's see. We have someone who submitted some code. So we have put ball, move. Make sure I'm in the right place. We have put ball, turn left. Snap it, move, football, move, turn left, turn left, turn left. I think that's probably a turn right, move. And I'm gonna show you something too real quick too. Football. After we get this to run, turn left, turn left, turn left. Stop rapping for you. Move, football, turn left, turn left, turn left. Probably got just highlight and copy. Move, football, move, football. I think at the right place. Turn left, turn left, turn left, turn left. Move, turn left, turn left, turn left. I'm trying to just get those three. Copy and paste. I'll do that. Hey, there you go. All right, let's run it. Check it out. So we got boom, boom, turn left, boom, boom, okay. Boom. All right. Bam. I must have missed something. Okay. I must have missed something. So put ball, move. Bam, bam. Put ball, turn left. Move, put ball. Ball, move. Say, turn left, turn left, turn left. 2, 3. Okay. Move, put ball. One, two, three. Oh, wait. My screen just moved. I did it. Sorry, this thing just turned off the screen. All right. All right. That's another one. Yeah, and then also you might get different codes as well to do it. So that doesn't mean it's just one right answer. So they might arrive at it different ways. So that's fine as well. So 1, 2, 3. Stop there. 1, 2, 3. Move, football, turn left, turn left. 2, 3. It's third row. Move, football, move. That's what I'm missing. Move, football, move. And then 3 turn lefts. There's 2 moves. I think I put some things twice or something. All right, let's see. Try to run that. All right, so he ended up at the bottom of the pyramid. So we could, of course, fix that in the interest of time. We're going to go ahead and just try to fix it real quick. So if he move, and it could be me. You know, I could have just, because I'm not copying and pasting since I'm dragging blocks. I'm trying to read and drag the blocks at the same time. So let's see. So once he's here, all right, I can get rid of this. And we want him at the top of the pile, right? I can just get him to move. And then this is part of debugging. So move. And then turn left 3 times. And let's see. And then speed it up. Okay, wait, reset. Oh, what just happened? Did I add the moves? Turn. Oh. Okay, there you go. All right. Now, here, this is what I want you to do. It is 6:34. I'll take a little bit longer than I want to. The challenge, go to the challenge. And the challenge is to go ahead and create your own image using the Karel commands. So, like, just draw something using the Karel commands. So this is something I did, but what have you. One of the other things you can do is, like I said, you can, if you're familiar with JavaScript, you can actually go to code mode and you can help Karel learn how to do other things. So, like, if you notice, if we turn left 3 times, we actually were turning right. So you can actually create a function to turn right that just has 3 turn lefts in it. If you want Karel to turn around, basically that's 2 turn lefts. If you found yourself repeating some things, you can actually do a for loop, and use that. You can also do a while loop if you want to keep doing something until, there's a sentinel to stop, what have you. Okay. Mr. Cool, I think it's just me and you left in here. Uh-oh, I didn't scare everybody away.
We good.
Wow.
I need a pattern.
Yeah, we're working on
All right, well, you can just come back up on the screen, I guess. Say, if you wind up drawing something, you can share what you draw. I mean, we still have, 4 minutes left?
Yep. All right, come on, dude. Let's draw.
Before the 3rd session. All right, if you're just joining us, we're almost at the end of the session, but we were doing an hour code activity that you can use with your students. You don't even have to be a computer science educator to do this activity. This was a link to the classroom I created for this workshop, where you can join and go through the activities for that hour code. What I'm ready to post now is a link to a guide where you can set up your own classroom in Code HS as well. And kind of go through it and have your students go through it also. So this particular activity is for those students who are new to computer science or young students, and you can approach this in a few ways. You can do it this way, which we have the let me go back, block view or block coding. You can do the block coding where you just click and drag. You can also switch to coding view where they're a little bit more advanced, the students are. They can type the code in there. Oh, what happened? And at this point, they were just using the last few minutes to just draw something using Karel and tennis balls. So as we were stating before, Karel only knows how to do 4 things right now. So he can follow these 4 instructions. He can move, he can turn left, he can put ball, and then he can take ball. If you want Karel to do some more advanced items, then you have to train him, except you can only use those 4 instructions that he recognizes. Okay. So if you want Karel to turn right, well, he doesn't know how to turn right. So, but you can teach him by teaching him to turn left 3 times. How about that? Okay. All right. Now I know we have about 1 minute left. So if anyone had questions about anything, the session is being recorded, so they will be available. The recordings will be available on the Constellations YouTube page a little bit later. Okay, at that link. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Definitely. All right. So I don't know if anyone was able to share anything, but this is one thing I did. It took me a little bit more than 5 minutes to do, of course. But of course, with more time, you can do more things. I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing my screen, and actually, let's see, share some other things that you can do here. I think I closed it out. So that was using JavaScript, but you can also use Code HS to for Java, and I'm just show you something we did in Java. And then I'm gonna leave. All right. This is something we did in Java. If you understand the Java syntax, programming language, and classes and things like that. Do you want to build a snowman? Okay. All right. But, just to show you some things, like I said. All right. Well, that is my time. I do appreciate you all attending. And the next session begins at 6:45. 6:45. Thank you.